Nick, every year it seems as if there is a clear-cut path to be the comeback player of the year. But this year, not so much. There's a little muddied waters. There's a lot of different options. But I think we have a sneaky good pick here for the betting favorite to be comeback player of the year, don't you think?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And we found a piece by Greg Banos over at Yahoo Sports writing about how Christian McCaffrey is roaring value for comeback player of the year. Banos writes, star power goes a long way when it comes to this trophy. If you're not overcoming a life-threatening injury or illness like Alex Smith in 2020 or Eric Berry in 2015, it helps to be a household name. The top pick in fantasy football drafts over the last few years definitely has that. In 2019, McCaffrey became only the third player in NFL history to gain 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in a single season. He's an unbelievable talent. No running back has won the award since Garrison Hurst in 2001, but I think there is serious value on Run CMC this year. He'll only be 26 years old when the season kicks off, and he's an elite weapon with a brand new mauling left tackle and 6th overall pick, Ike Ekwonu out of NC State. So, Miles, obviously being, the connections to the Carolina Panthers, we've seen a lot of Christian McCaffrey. We've been to a number of the Panthers games. He is obviously a dominant talent when healthy, and he's had some injury problems the last few years. But I think this season, Banos is onto something here. Behind that new and improved offensive line, that Panther offensive line, Christian McCaffrey is poised to go back to his ways as he was in 2019.
Listen, and I had this crazy theory that McCaffrey's production or injuries spiked up as soon as he got paid. But now I have a reverse theory coming back around. That deal is dwindling down. The years are getting shorter and shorter. So McCaffrey needs to produce more if he wants to get a second extension. And I think this is perfect. He's coming back in all reality. He's coming back from an injury. He's had 2 unfortunate injuries the last 2 years. And I think he's ready to put the injury bug thing to rest. He's going to come back this year, bigger, badder, healthier than ever. And I think he's going to put up a ton of numbers, especially seeing as how the Panthers will be leaning on potentially a young quarterback. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to be the go-to. So he's going to put up some huge numbers in this new Panthers scheme. So I like it. I like the pick here. I think that he's going to have the story. He's going to have the stats. And like you said, he has the household name. So why wouldn't you bet on this guy to be the comeback player of the year?
Well, especially since the Panthers actually did one heck of a job very quietly in the offseason upgrading the offensive line. They got Austin Corbett from the Los Angeles Rams, Bradley Bozeman from the Baltimore Ravens.
Good player.
Of course, Ekwonu coming in, who's going to just be an attitude trends shifting change on that offensive line. They're going to be night and day different up front. I think McCaffrey is going to have a much, much easier job running the football this season, and that's going to kind of reduce the wear and tear on him and hopefully protect him with some injuries. And remember, if he has a young quarterback, or frankly, if it's Sam Darnold, there's going to be a lot of screens. There's going to be a lot of short passes involved because they don't want either Matt Corral or Darnold holding onto the football too long and trying to do too many things. They're going to want to simplify it. That's what Ben McAdoo does, and there's nothing more simpler than getting the football to Christian McCaffrey and getting out of the way.
And I'll give you a little insider information. Being a Ravens fan, most people, you may not know Bradley Bozeman, but I do. And he is an insanely undervalued player. And I will show you where he is the best. He is one of the best pulling guards in the NFL. He's extremely nimble. He can get out and he can make some serious impact blocks on pulling guard plays. So I think him being a lead blocker for Christian McCaffrey on some sweeps, some counters, anything like that would be like a really, really great thing for McCaffrey. Like you said, give him some easy rushes. So that's another big thing people talk about Ekwonu, but I think Bozeman's going to be a really big upgrade at the guard spot for them as well.
Yeah, like we said, this is all lining up for a big year for McCaffrey. And for the latest odds, McCaffrey right now is plus 1,800 odds to win comeback player of the year this coming season. So a lot of value there, like Banos wrote, for Christian McCaffrey to win comeback player of the year in 2022.